Hey guys, welcome to the video. From this video, we are going to discuss some of the important topics because we are in an initial access topic. Okay, so first of all, we are going to cover the phishing attack. Okay, so you all know about the phishing attack. Maybe I will give us example for a phishing attack. So the threat actors will implement a phishing attacks to get a credentials like username and passwords from the users, and they will use that information for a multiple attacks. Okay, I will cover everything, so how the threat actor will be going to do that each and everything in a practical. Okay, don't worry about that. But phishing attack is one of the very powerful attacks because we can easily get a initial access inside the target machine. Okay, so they will compromise the environment through a phishing attacks, and they will deploy a ransomware through a phishing attacks. Okay, so you need to be very careful about this. Okay, first of all, I just covering what's about the phishing attack. Okay, I just installed a setfisher tool, so you can find the tool here, setfisher. So you can download, you can give the same commands, and you can download the setfisher. So after downloading, just install the setfisher like a bash command. So all the documentation will be provided here, so in the GitHub repository. So if you want to search for a setfisher, just it's a very easy. Okay, so just go to a Google, then let's search for a setfisher. Okay, you can see the first URL, so you can find the info and you can install the setfisher through the URL. Okay, so first of all, if you so I just installed a setfisher, and it was saying, so tool created by HTR Tech, and select an attack for your victim. Okay, so there is a lot of web pages like Facebook, Instagram, Google, Microsoft, Netflix, and all. So if you need to compromise, so most of the time threat actor will compromise the Microsoft based credentials. Okay, so if they have a Microsoft based credential, so every organization they will be using the Outlook, and they will be sharing the informations to the emails, right? .outlook.com, right? So they will be, most of the time they will be targeting the Microsoft Outlook for compromising the users inside the environment. Okay, so let's go to the Microsoft 04, and you can configure the Cloudflare and local expose, or any in anything. But what I'm doing, I just going for a local host. Okay, so I need a custom port. I just selecting 858765. I got some URL, loopback URL. If I just copy the, and let me go to the Firefox, and I will put it in the Firefox. So now let it be loaded. So now you can see the URL will be the this one, but it was redirecting. It was created a page like a Microsoft sign in. So if I'm giving any credentials Ajay and blah 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 blah, so if I give sign in, so all the credentials will be saved here. Okay, I just give AJAY, and I just typed something, a random keywords in the keyboard. So everything will be get logged here. Okay, in the same way, the threat actors will compromise your credentials by using the phishing attacks. Okay, that will be a most powerful attack. So no detection mechanisms, no EDRs or no endpoints, it will not stop this phishing attack, because it's like it's look like a completely benign. Okay, so I will give some give some information how to detect this kind of phishing attack. So we will see a live example, so how it will be get work. So you can see it was blocked by a Kaspersky. So now you can see there is a phishing URL. So so you can see the URL, right? https://e-co.xyz. So it was pointing to the Microsoft sign in, right? So if the sometimes the threat actor will send the URLs like this. So if I have this URL, okay, if I am a hacker, I will be sending this URL to one of my victim. Okay, so if I need to send this URL to someone, I just going to let me so I will be sending this email to the uh, email to that user. Okay, so if the user clicked on this URL, he will be getting loaded to the Microsoft. If unfortunately, if he was not familiar in cybersecurity, if he do not know the cybersecurity, how the attackers will compromise, so he will be entering the usernames and passwords in that field, and the threat actors, the hackers. So for me, I will be easily getting the Microsoft Outlook credentials, right? So it will be one of the easy tasks for a hackers. Okay, so next we there is a lot of thing. So you can create a Facebook page, you can create a Google page. There is a lot of pages will be available here. So I will be give one more info. So if you see this so most of the time the ransomware threat actors will be compromising the VPNs. Okay, so we know the VPN, it's a virtual private network. We already covered the basics in a networking. So you can see the please login. So if the threat actors created a page like this, username and password. So if you enter the credentials here, the username and passwords will be get captured by the uh, threat actor or the hacker. So he'll be using the credentials and he can log in into your environment, right? So it will be easily hijacked by the threat actor. Similar way, the Sony call. Okay, so from my experience, we are facing 65 to 70% of the attacks from the VPNs. Okay, VPNs portals and this kind of public facing applications. Okay, so if you go for a showdown and let me type FortiGate. So now you can see a lot of results the student have given. So if I click on any of the URL, so I will be redirecting to that login, right? So if I have this credentials, so username and password, I can easily log in into their organization and I can hack whatever machines they have. Okay, so this will be a very easy task that will be performed by the threat actors to hijack the to compromise the organizations. Okay, you need to be very careful about what what the URL will be logging. Okay, so I already gave an example. So here you can see there's a e-coxyz. The URL will be like HTTPS, it's a secure, and e-co.xyz. So some of the users or some of the unknown, if the user do not know anything about the cyber security, he will be clicking this URL and he will be entering their credentials. So their credentials will be getting easily compromised by the hackers or threat actors. Okay, so you will be very careful regarding that. Okay, so as I said, 70% of the attacks we are facing from this kind of public facing applications. Okay, you need to be very careful about this what you are doing. Okay, so you have to be very careful what you are clicking and what which URL you are giving your credentials. Okay, this is one of the easy target for threat actors to hijack your environment. Okay, so there is lot of phishing tools. I am using the ZZipper for that. You can use other phishing tools too to create a phishing link. So there is another type of phishing. So we will cover that in the next video. So that will be very common. The threat actors will easily compromise the environment through that phishing. So from this kind of phishing URLs, they will be easily getting your credentials. Okay, so we did something. We created a Microsoft URLs and we send it to the users. So we'll be getting the username and password. But the next video we are going to cover another type of phishing. So that will be commonly used by the threat actors to hijack or compromise the environments. Okay, so we will hop off this video and we will continue our phishing discussion in the next video. See you guys. Bye bye.